Yo, what up people? Today on After Effects, I'm going to show you how to create a cool drippy chromy text effect along with a few variants you can experiment with too. Also, I'm going to show you how everything is structured, how everything like here works, and just how to make this. So let's dive in and get started. But before we start, a quick word. At Press FX or Pre-SFX, whatever you want to call it, we sell digital assets designed to make your Alright, so here on After Effects, I'm going to create a new composition and I'm going to make it 1920 by 1080 at 30 FPS or 29.97. And we're going to click OK. So these are my settings for the new composition that I'm making. Okay, now that we have a new composition and everything, what we're going to do is go on the internet. So here on the internet, what you want to do is search up Chrome Liquid JPEG. And on here, you're going to see a whole bunch of like liquid chrome look and all this kind of cool stuff. So look for what you kind of like. Okay, so once you find something that you like on the internet, what you want to do is just copy it. So this is what I have this kind of goldish kind of look. I have this pinkish look. I really don't know how to describe this one. And we have this kind of cool colored with kind of chrome look. I don't know, but they look cool. Anyways, if you don't know how to save an image, what you want to do is just click on it, right click and save as image. From here you can just save it and save it as a PNG and boom. Okay, cool. So now once we have those pictures, we want to drag them in onto the project file or onto our timeline. Okay, so once you drag it in, make sure that it fits in the comp. Usually they do kind of like scale down a little because of the size quality, or they're probably like 600 by 400. So yeah, what you want to do is just click on transform, then you want to go then you want to click fit to comp. And if you see that on like other ones, just do the same thing. Transform and fit to comp. Now what we're going to do is we're going to make this into a new composition. Okay, cool. Now that we created a pre-comp, we're going to drag the effect blur. I'm going to be honest with you guys. It doesn't matter what type of blur you have or what type of blur you put on here, as long as it's kind of blurry, not fully blurry, but just make sure you add a cool blur. Okay, so this is the blur that I added. It's BCC blur. It is a third-party plugin, but again, like I said, it really doesn't matter what type of blur you put on as long as it's kind of blurry. So what we're going to do here now is make it we're going to make it a new composition again, and here let's rename this right here. Okay, cool. I organized it a little. So this is where we get to the fun part. What we're going to do now is we're just going to turn this off temporarily, and we're just going to type in the text. I'm going to type in Chrome. I'm going to change the font just cuz. All right, so we change the font, and what we're going to do is we're going to make this bigger a bit, not too big. Okay, now that we have a text layer here, what we're going to do is we're going to drag the text layer on the top and bring the blur picture in the very bottom. And from here, what we're going to add is an adjustment layer. So here in the adjustment layer, we will add things, but not right now. So this is all we're going to need for this comp. We're going to need an adjustment layer, a text layer, and our Chrome kind of JPEG look. Okay, so from here, what we're going to do is we're going to turn the Chrome off, and we're going to turn our JPEG on. And then we're gonna go to here to track matte. Now if you don't see track matte, you should be able to like enable it down here in the very bottom left corner. If you don't see track matte, just enable it and it should pop up. So from here, what we're gonna do is we're gonna change the track matte to Chrome. So now we can see the text that we put on here, right? Cool. So from here, we're gonna add the effect called CC Blobby or something like that. Okay, here it is. Blobbiness or whatever. We're going to drag that in. We're also going to drag CC glass. So now that we dragged in these two effects, what we're going to do here is we're going to change the light and the blobbiness or whatever you call it. Now here in blob layer, we're going to change it to Chrome so we can affect the text. Then from here, we're going to change this number to 15 or 14, up to you. I do wanna let you know that we will be using this effect or be on this area a lot, changing how this looks, the text looks in a little bit. So later in the video, we're gonna be here a lot, and I'll tell you why. But for now, let's just change the settings to these as I am typing it here. So softness to 15 and cutaway, let's change it to like 40 or 50. Let's change the light height or whatever to 25. Then we're going to change that light intensity to, let's say like 75 or 85, I think. Yeah. Now for CC glass, we're going to change the surface. We're going to change the bump map to chrome, the chrome text here. What we're going to do is change the softness to 55 or 54, and that should be it. Hey, as I'm editing, I forgot to tell y'all that once you select the chrome, right, you want to change it back to no matte. I completely forgot to tell you guys, so yeah, this way you can kind of see that it has a better chrome effect. Back to this adjustment layer that I was talking about earlier. Now here, what we're gonna add is the effect called curves, and we're gonna duplicate it 2 times. All right, so let me explain what's going on here. So basically, this adjustment layer will be helpful because once we change like some certain like image, or like, let's just say we changed it to like this gold one, right? And we went on here. This looks a little too dark, right? So what we're gonna do is we're just gonna drag this up, right, to bring some light into it, and then drag this down here to make it kind of like dark, you know, just to make it look a bit natural, right? Now here on curve 2, we're gonna bring the middle up to make it bright, so that way it could be bright and kind of like so it can kind of look better. So yeah, this is the whole point of the adjustment layer. We will also add sharpen, and we're gonna make this 15. It's coming together, look nice. Now from here, what we're gonna do is create another adjustment layer. I mean, not another adjustment layer, a new composition. Okay, so in this pre-comp, what we're gonna do is we're gonna duplicate this, and we're gonna call the first one text glow, and we're gonna change this one to text outer glow. I'm gonna add the effect glow, the normal one, of course. Since you guys probably don't have any third-party plugins, I'm assuming. And here in the settings right here, what we're gonna do is we're gonna change this to 44. Then we're gonna change this to 15, and then I think we're gonna leave this one as it is. Then right here, we're gonna change it to on top. Then from here, we're gonna change this to soft light. Where's it at? Oh, here it is. And yep, I think that's pretty much it for this one. Honestly, this is all up to you on how what you think looks good for you. So for me, I would say 44. Okay, now for the text outer glow, what we're gonna do is we're gonna get another glow effect, and we're gonna duplicate it. So on the first one, we're gonna change this to 85, and then we're gonna change the radius to 35. I would say bring this down to 8. Now for glow 2, we're gonna change the threshold to 95. Then we're gonna change the radius to 20, or 21 or 22, and then we're gonna put this to 8 as well. If you have a third-party plugin like Deep Glow, this will make it look better and just so much better. I would want to say that if you have a third-party plugin, please use this, like Deep Glow. But if not, I'm assuming you don't. We just make another glow, which is another duplicate. So in the case that you don't have a Deep Glow, we're gonna make another glow effect here. Now here, we're gonna just drag this down to like completely 0, then bring this up to 82, or I would say 85, whatever you think is best. And then we're gonna drag the intensity to 6 or 5. And yep, there we go. We're just gonna leave it as it is. If you don't have third-party plugin, you could just copy these settings for Deep Glow duplicated for number 3, glow number 3. Cool. Okay, so now what we're gonna do here is we're gonna create another adjustment layer, and in this adjustment layer, what we're gonna add is the effect called 3D. I think it's called 3D glass. Yeah, 3D glasses. Now here, we're gonna change the left view to the adjustment layer. Then we're gonna change this to 0.5 and then negative 0.5. And then the 3D view will be changed to balanced colored red blue. This should make it go back to normal, and we're gonna bump this up to like 11.5. That should be it. And then we're also gonna add the effect Gaussian blur. Bring this up to 0.6. And we're gonna add the effect called noise. Put the amount to 3%. And then we're gonna add glow one more time. Now here, we're gonna make it 70. Then We're going to change this to 1.1, change it from behind to on top. Then we're going to change add to normal, and that should be good. I forgot to hit record, and I kind of let me explain again. If you want to add more to this chrome text effect, what you could do is go to this second pre-comp, right? And on this layer, we can search up CC smear on the effects and presets, drag it to this layer down here. And what you want to do is you want to select from, and it's gonna a crosshair will pop up, and you want to click it right here. And then two, you want to bring this all the way down. And from here, you can add some keyframes. So we would keyframe reach and radius. With reach and radius, you could kind of create this effect here. So it's going to the side a lot. What we're going to do now is we're going to bring this 2 down here. So that way it looks a bit more natural. And if you want to make it look like it's growing in this chrome text effect, I added keyframes here. So I increased this to 50 or 51 and the cutaway to 100 for the beginning. In the middle, I have 31 and 81. This way kind of creates this kind of chromish liquidy growth effect. You could mess with it. It really all depends on your font though, like I said. So for example, if I have something really thin, I'm not going to see it. We're going to have to increase it until we see it. Then we could like kind of mess around with it more. So yeah, it really all depends what font you have, I would say. But yeah, once you have that kind of text chrome effect, you have this. And then with the little liquid, yeah. So that's how you do a cool text chrome effect. And that's pretty much it. Now, if you got lost in the process, or you just got a little confused, or if you want to access the other variants and you know, all that good stuff, then there's a project file linked down below where you could go to my store and you could cop it from there. I'm definitely going to update it very soon. So, you know, by the time you're watching this, it's already updated with all the variants added on there. And yeah, so that's pretty much it. Hope you enjoyed, and thanks for watching.